Hey everybody, welcome. So I had this one card from my transparent deck sort of popping out at me. It was just stuck in my mind. I couldn't get rid of it. It is the Judgment card, so it speaks of karma, sort of getting back what you put out into the world. To me, it looks like a phoenix. A phoenix, and this was the word that just kept coming into my mind. Phoenix, 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 and this card, I just kept seeing it in my mind. So we need to do a read. We need to do a read about this phoenix, so I know why it's coming to my mind. So we have marine life, which represents richness, and the rain here. This is like this rebirth. This is rebirth to a time of abundance, creating a new beginning. Creating a new beginning in which we're going to find balance in our life. That twos represent balance. 9 does represent completion. We have 29 on that card. So that's where I was feeling like this balance, something coming to an end and starting a new chapter, giving birth to a new chapter that brings that balance, and also a level of spirituality involved in that too. These birds are messengers from spirit, and 9 can speak to spirituality in numerology. 3 and 2 together is 5. This is change. There's some sort of a change that's going on again with this Phoenix card. This is why I couldn't shake this Phoenix card, like feeling like there's some sort of a big change going on that somebody's going through. Remember guys, this is a general read, so it may resonate with you guys, maybe even just bits and pieces. Take whatever works for you. Feel free to leave the rest. We do have North. North represents expansion. It's like finding that North Star. One is all about new beginnings and numerology. Like, we're looking for a new beginning here. We're starting a new beginning. There's a chapter coming to an end, and we're having like this rebirth, moving forward in the future. And animals, it represents companionship there. So I do feel like this is speaking to having relationships, and the relationships with the people around you, with the world around you. And I don't feel like you're somebody who's alone. I feel like you have others around you who care for you. This is sort of like a time of building your circle too, building that inner circle. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles does represent new beginnings too, guys. So there is a definite new beginning happening for someone. It's a very positive rebirth that's going to bring this time of richness, this time of abundance. Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So he is good news on the way. He can speak to good news in finance or money, or good news in sometimes learning as well, or academic. That Chariot card is like perseverance and moving forward, working through this. I feel like we're learning from the past, but also severing ties from what no longer serves us. And this is part of this rebirth, and really embracing this new chapter is that releasing of that old crap that only holds us back or makes us feel awful. It's like shedding that skin and moving on to a new chapter, coming home to yourself. So the Six of Cups can represent the past, and this is sort of like a blast from the past. Sometimes someone or something from your past coming back into your life. This is like letting go of the past. This is what I was feeling like. We're moving on, we're letting go, and it's like a very healthy letting go. It's because it can be really hard to move forward from things that are hurtful. Sometimes it takes a lot of time. We find ourselves thinking about it a lot, or just when we thought we've made it past it, something happens and it sort of triggers us to go back to that again. But I feel like this is like a no looking back. This is like, I've taken my lessons that I'm supposed to learn from whatever happened. I'm from spirit, and I am fully embracing moving forward now into a new chapter, because all I can feel that comes off of these cards, and I am an empath, so I feel different energies and emotions. It's just like optimism and anticipation. It's nothing but positivity for the future, hope and positivity for what the future, potential for what it holds, like these limitless possibilities. And this is what I'm feeling. So whoever's going through this is fully embracing this change that's coming, this change to their life that's going to bring this time of abundance. They like feel like this phoenix. They feel the power and the fire of the phoenix and the rebirth. And the abundant harvest. This is part of their abundant harvest, is being able to cut ties from the past. The Five of Wands is like conflict. It's not necessarily outside conflict with other people, though. Sometimes it's within ourselves, sorting through our own emotions, sorting through our own thoughts, being able to find the clarity that we need to make a decision. And the decision is leaving the past behind. The decision is focusing on a forward way of being. This is the groundwork to attain this richness, this abundant harvest that's coming to this person. And the Eight of Swords. See, the Eight of Swords was part of where they were at. It was part of this healing process that we all go through, where you're sort of, I don't want to say trapped in negative thoughts or emotions, but it takes time to sort of process everything. It takes time to feel our way through it, to be able to then look past it, to find the clarity that we need, and being able to sever those ties and let go and move forward. And this is the shadow work that this person in this read has done. They've done their shadow work. They've moved through this Eight of Swords feeling. They moved through this Five of Wands. They're now in this Three of Wands. They're looking to the future. They're severing ties with the past, looking to the future. Within that is their emotional victory that the Knight of Cups speaks of. And that is the Judgment card too, right? So now we got two of them. This is karma. This is getting back what you put out into the world. So this person's beautiful attitude in the looking forward and optimism and hope for the future and sending that out into the universe is going to bring that back to them too. This is a time of them finding balance. This is a time of them sort of finding that calm, coming home to themselves, finding happiness as well. Queen of Swords. This person's also starting to consider new relationships in their life. I don't know if they're going to 100% jump into it yet, but they're actually at a place now where they're willing to start looking at it. They're willing to start looking towards the future, what the future might hold, because I do believe this King of Cups was something from the past and someone from the past that caused a lot of emotional hurt. And it took time to find their way out of this Eight of Swords, out of this sort of Five of Wands, to be able to heal, to be able to cut ties, to be able to embrace themselves again, embrace life again, and to look in a forward way. And I'm seeing in these figures that they're starting to look for that again. I also believe that what happened in the past is actually helping them to define what they truly want in a partner and in companionship, what really matters. There was compromise with somebody from the past, and looking back on it now, they believe that they compromised too much. They compromised too much of themselves. This is not something that they're willing to do again, and that's why we have the Emperor figure here. This Queen of Swords energy, and I do believe that she is the one who is walking this path. She is developing this Emperor in her mind. She is defining this in her mind, that if she is going to accept a partner into her life, it is somebody who has to be equal, with this equal balance of give and take. Somebody who has to share those values that she does, those traditional values of being honest, being faithful, being loyal, being kind. She's starting to define this and develop this in her mind, which is actually going to help the universe to be able to bring this to her. This is going to tie into karma. When she's sending this out into the universe, this is going to help her to find somebody who matches her. Yeah, now Five of Swords too. This is speaking also to the compromise that she did. It was like kind of this short-term win. It was like she wanted this connection with somebody, she wanted this love with somebody, and they might not have been perfect. She thought, well, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe if I just accept this about them, I'll be able to have this love in my life. It just and it happened too many times. It happened too many times, and looking back now, she's like, I shouldn't have compromised. I don't have to compromise. I'm better than that. I'm worth more than that. I'm a good catch. I'm a good partner. And I deserve somebody who matches me. Somebody who is also a good partner. Someone who also shares those values that she does. And who can step up to the plate and match her on that vibrational level. Alrighty guys, that is what this read had to say. And that is why that Phoenix card has been after me all morning. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and take care.